Nyang Dang Dang, and she's a senior. Number 3, Neveu Yuri, and she's a junior. And then we have number 4, Alkal Daw. She's a sophomore. And number 5, Retna Hackley, and she's a junior. And they are coached by Josh Pike. He's been coaching the Judge Memorial Bulldogs for a while. Does a great job.
So again, the lower, I should say, yeah, they are a lower seed coming in at the 8th seed. They are the visitors here tonight, are the Judge Memorial Catholic High School Bulldogs. Appreciate you handling that for us, Dustin. Yeah, Esther Analjuk. I hope I got it right there, folks. We apologize if we miss a time or two on names. We've been working with Team Hive Live for a lot of years, and we do pick up a lot of games from all over the state. And sometimes we miss a few along the way, names that we'll do our best there.
I'm not scared to have somebody help us out if there's something that we're missing so we can get them right, because we love watching these girls play and compete. And it's always good if we can get their names right.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go. These will be the starters now for the Grantsville Cowboys. They will come with Bailey Louder. Wears number 1. Shoots 47% from the field. Averages 10 points a ball game and 5 rebounds. Mackenzie Allen. She's the 5'8" senior point guard. Wears number 3. She averages 14 points and 6 rebounds a ball game. Also has 5 steals per contest, which is incredible. Someone that can average 5 steals a game. Watch out for her tonight. She will be all over the floor. Ellie Thomas wears number 4, averages 6 points per ball game. Also Avery Allred wears number 11, averages 10 and 5 on the season. And then Maylee Bartley wears number 14, averages 10 points a game and 6 rebounds. Again, Grantsville in the home whites here tonight, trimmed in red and black. And Judge comes in kind of a, well, let you tell me what color that is, kind of a burnt orange type with the gold and white. And here we go. Tip is easily won.
And they messed up the board here and got it fixed. We've got Chloe Pike and Paris Tran who are starting for the Bulldogs.
Awesome. So out of the gates, Grantsville will have the opportunity to draw first blood as they'll try to get into their offense. As they'll go down in that D corner back out on top. And again, the shot clock, obviously new this year, may play a part in this game. I don't know if it will much. Here's the shot up and no good. Ball loose on the floor. And should be a tie-up, and it is. Possession arrow will stay with Grantsville.
So Judge starts out in a 2-3 zone. Grantsville stretching it out, trying to see if they can get something underneath it. And they'll go baseline out of bounds, 2-3 as well, it looks like.
There's Thomas, the inbound. Oh, right down the middle, open. Drives, but cut off there. And Grantsville will have to reset as they'll come way out front. Here's Mackenzie Allen as she'll back it out. Again, new shot clock, down to 25 on the shot. Into the deep corner they'll come. Here's Allred. Here's the first 3 of the game, up and short. No good by Thomas. And the rebound taken down right there nicely by Chloe Pike.
And Chloe, she plays the middle of that 2-3 zone and shows her ball handling. She came up against that pressure. That pressure started at the start, and they ran her right into a trap right across half court, and you see the first turnover of the night already.
You know, we talked about Grantsville averaging 19 steals per game. That's not a steal, but it was enough pressure that it caused the turnover.
Exactly.
And so here come the Cowboys. Again, no score early in this one. Here's a 3, angle right. Long, no good by Bailey Louder. And Grantsville will recover the rebound, and they'll have a fresh shot clock. Down the lane, nice move up with the runner and good. Knocking that one down. Mackenzie Allen, her first 2.
Showing their patience, and then just their ball movement to be able to get that curl from the left side, down and around, and head down the paint.
Back the other way will come Judge. Again, 2-0 early in this one. And here's a whistle and a foul out front. I think this one's going to go on Bailey Louder.
Pike, they're playing that zone a little more 2-1-2, and then she does handle the ball quite a bit. She's back out again for the Bulldogs. They're going to stack it up here against Grantsville's pressure, but Grantsville leaves somebody down so they don't let a home run happen.
Ball knocked away from Judge, and the Cowboys back on the offensive end. They'll pull it out, kick it left side, corner, jump shot, up, no good. Another offensive rebound by Bartley. They'll kick it out, 3, right side, no good, this time by Mackenzie Allen. And back come the Bulldogs in transition all the way down the lane. Nice step through layup. No good by an Aljok. And then the rebound and putback is good.
Dang doing a great job. She jumps in there, gathers it up, and that's one of the things we talked about as Judge rebounds well, and you can see Dang being ready for that and getting that putback.
3 down the barrel, no good by Bailey Dowder, and here's the rebound taken down by Niang Dang Dang. Nice job there. And she's going to play a big role in this ball game. You can tell she leads them in scoring and rebounding.
Big time block right there is an Jock had the layup, but the block able to just be from the backside just enough.
First substitution of the ball game coming in for Grantsville, and that's going to be Briley Castagno.
And they get their zone adjusted for their baseline out of bounds as Judge puts doubles up on each junction.
Oh, nice inbound play down inside. Can't get the shot up, but Dang can from about 10. Might have been blocked. And now a jump ball underneath, but there's Judge getting a couple extra shots on the possession because of their rebounding ability.
Doing it again. That last inbounds play, they scattered everybody out and then stepped Daw back in.
Oh, nice inbound play right down the middle. Ball comes into an Aljok, and she just puts it to bed from about 8 feet out. And the first lead for Judge comes at 4-2.
Using that stack, got everybody separated out, and she just able to find a nice hole to catch that little lob over the top.
5:12 to go here in the first quarter. Grantsville looking to actually take the lead on a 3, and they do. Knocking it down from way outside is Ellie Thomas.
Fun to watch the way they move the ball. They catch and shoot, ready to shoot. They don't catch and wonder. If there's space, they're letting it in the air.
Ellie Thomas with her first points of the game. She has 21 threes on the year. One of the leaders from outside the arc. Foul was called on Grantsville.
And Elia Campo, she's going to come in the game here.
4:57 to go here in the first quarter of play from America First Center. Cedar City, Utah. We're on the campus of Southern Utah University. Pass down inside. And I'm telling you what, that was a great catch and save right there. Was that an Aljok? I think it was. She saved the turnover by coming to the ball and getting that one.
Well said. She did a great job there.
So 6-5, we go back and forth. Here's a 3, deep left corner. This one's in and out, no good. Ball tipped out. Run down by Ellie Thomas.
Grantsville, as you talked about the threes in the pregame. They're letting them have it today.
Here's a steal one way and almost a steal back the other. It'll stay with Judge. Out of bounds on the baseline.
Grantsville defense rushing back really well, Krelling on the ball and punching that out of bounds so they could get reset and stop that transition of the Bulldogs.
So they'll inbound. They'll come clear out front here to an Aljok. She'll back it out. Looks down the barrel. Comes left side now. Here's Chloe Pike with it. You can see the defense extending out down the lane. How about that shot? Runner from the left side puts it up to the right hand and knocks it down. Does Pike.
Help didn't come. She kind of got a little bit of a shoulder pass and able to just go the whole way.
Her first 2 points of the game, and the lead now at its largest for Judge, 8-5. Left side 3 ball. Long. And run down momentarily by the Cowboys, but they're not going to be able. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's got to be a backcourt. There they got it. I was going to say, I think that was a backcourt, and it took just a moment for the guys in stripes to see it.
You bet. And it definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
They got it called. So the Judge defense, they play more of a true 2-1-2. We don't see that as much. But the middle of that zone is roaming a lot higher up in that free throw line area. We'll drop back down towards the charge circle, but they're running it a lot more pure rather than the 2-3 that we see more.
I was going to say, it looked like she might have stepped Ocampo on the sideline. They said she did as she tried to get up the side.
That Grantsville ball pressure, they just pinned her to that sideline and moved her feet. Did an excellent job.
3:37 to go here in the first quarter from the quarterfinal game. Number 1 seed Grantsville, number 8 seed Judge. Here's a runner down the lane. How about that one? Banks it off, does Mackenzie Allen. She's got 4. She averages 14 per game on the season.
That was a great penetration against that zone.
Skip pass, crossed underneath. Here's a 3 the other way. Short, no good. Ball tipped out. Whose is it? Going to stay with Judge.
Go with Judge, and we've seen some really nice baseline out of bounds from him. take a look right here and see what they have. Oh, they scatter everybody way up high.
Now I'm waiting for them to come. It's a little bit slow. Are they going to get it in? They just do.
Just do. That crossing action from way out and away.
I'm not sure what happened there. The ball got a little bit loose here on the baseline, and now Grantsville's going to get a run out all the way up with the layup. No good. And Grantsville, after the 50-50 ball, they get it first.
That's right.
3-ball, angle left, no good. And another offensive rebound, put back, no good. Ball's loose, and finally controlled by Niang Dang Dang. She does a nice job, and then timeout's going to be called by Coach Pike. Wants to slow things down here. We'll take it with him. And be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
And welcome back inside of America First Event Center. Alongside Dustin Shakespeare, I'm Ken Nielsen here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and ETV, as we're proud to bring the tournament to you this year.
Going to get to see Grantsville's press a lot cleaner right here as they fall into a 1-2-2 half-court trap and jump that lane just as we called about it.
Yep, there's your steal right there. Avery Allred picks it up. And Grantsville gets a wide-open three down the barrel, and it comes off the iron hard and right into the hands of Judge Memorial, and they'll come the other way. Ooh, there's a bullet pass that ricochets off. Here's Pike. Oh, beautiful bounce pass down the lane. Up the scoop shot, no good. Looked like Bella Hale was going to get an easy one.
It was a pretty pass from Pike. She had penetrated down in there, and she just kind of slowed up enough to use a step to get around and use that bounce pass.
So a foul was called in the backcourt. It will be out of bounds here near side for Grantsville.
They had given an eye-lock jock just a little break. She checks back in the game, giving Daw a little bit of a break.
2:12 to go here in the first quarter.
And they changed their zone.
Baseline drive, kick out. Down the lane, puts up the runner, no good. And another offensive rebound by the Cowboys. And then passes errant underneath, tipped away there by Dang, nicely done. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. Pike wisely stays out of the trap, and they'll come the other way.
Yeah, taking that 1-2-2 all the way over, and then she backed herself out.
But the pressure comes from behind even after the ball's made its way into the front court, and another steal.
So often that's where you can turn them over. If you can get them to try to pass back out, it gets your hands active and take that like Grantsville did.
Grantsville with a chance to reclaim the lead here. Just the type of game we thought it might be. Very competitive so far, just a 1-point margin. 8-7. Down the lane, kick out. Here's a three, right corner. In and out, tough luck shot, and another offensive rebound by the Cowboys. Well, they've taken a lot of threes. Here's another one down the barrel. This one no good, and jump ball is going to be called.
Judge, they've packed in that zone, so the threes are open. Grantsville just not able to drive them home yet. And they'll have a baseline out of bounds opportunity here as they put a couple on the blocks and stack it on the nail.
Fresh shot clock for the Cowboys, and they always say, Dustin, and you can speak to this better than I can, sometimes it's a little bit harder to rebound out of a zone because you're not responsible for one individual.
Yeah, you don't know who your assignment is until that ball goes up always.
Boy, great move all the way down the lane. Shot no good, but she gets her own rebound, does an Aljock, and then has it partially blocked. Back the other way come the Cowboys. All the way, baseline, layup, hits the bottom of the board, no good. And Judge will have it. We've been in a little bit of a scoring drought here for the last couple minutes.
And I thought they were going to get that last one because they got a great seal as Grantsville sealed up real nice there. Allred had sealed up real nice for her, but just not able to get the fall in the hole.
Ball knocked out of bounds over on the far side. It'll stay with Judge Memorial Catholic High School.
Tran's going to come back in the game, and Gardner for Judge Memorial.
And if I got it right, McKenna Gardner wearing number 10, she's just a freshman. Here's a 3 ball. Nope, they say on the line, a little bit short, out of bounds. It'll go to Grantsville with 28.2, so they can use the whole shot clock here if they choose.
Yeah, if they want to, they can take the last one, see if they can go in to the second quarter with a lead.
8-7, we've been stuck there for a while. Back the other way, here comes Mackenzie Allen. She'll kick it over way out front. Left side, they'll just play catch back and forth. High post. Boy, they got the low post if they want it. They find it, bucket, count it, good, and a foul.
Judge has switched into a 1-2-2, and with doing that, Grantsville's been able to get underneath it quite a bit more. And right there you saw it again, and that put Elijah in a tough spot. She just reaches in, gets a foul.
First points of the game for Avery Allred, averages 10 on the year. Has 1 at the free throw line. 68% free throw shooter on the year, and she knocks it down.
Only 2 team fouls so far here in the first quarter, and it should stay that way possibly. I guess you've got 10 seconds here left. Grantsville might get one. Yep, they did.
Yep, there's a reach in from behind. This will go against Avery Allred.
Dang doing a nice job as she catches and turning and heading downhill. That put Grantsville in a bad spot to where she reached. You could see that Allred got hung up behind her.
So 10.6 left here in the quarter. And boy, you guys got to say, on the backside, had a post player open down the lane. Oh, nice kick, layup, good.
Love the penetration right there from the Nile Jock, because she got the catch, moved her way down and lifted the defense. As she lifted the defense, then they could play. But if she doesn't go that extra step, then the defense was set back enough. But she did a great job of drawing them up.
So an Aljock and Dang both with 4 points here in the quarter. That last shot ties it up at 10 apiece as we head to the break. We'll be back right after this 60-second break.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
And welcome back inside of America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Alongside Dustin Shakespeare, I'm Ken Nielsen. Adam Coombs to my right produces this one for us on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom. ETV joining us here for the weekend as well. Good to have you with us here on a Thursday night edition of high school basketball. I've always said, Dustin, there is no purer form of sport than high school athletics.
Absolutely.
Kids are playing for the name of their school on the front of the jersey.
That's what it's all about. You know, you take a look, that first quarter, Grantsville was able to turn Judge over quite a bit, but not able to capitalize. And then Judge packing it in the 2-3, got them casting the threes. They got a little nervous, went to a 1-2-2. Grantsville was able to score a little more there, but Nile Jock right here showing us how it's done, putting it back up and in.
Yeah, Dang missed a short one. An Aljock just goes and gets the rebound, lays it back in, gives Judge the lead right back. And now maybe Bartley gets her first 2 points, and we're tied at 12.
Nice little catch right there in the middle, putting it in. Crowd, they're having a conversation. See,
the ball went out of bounds right in front of the Grantsville coaching staff. They thought it was theirs. They say, no, we're giving it back to Judge.
They're going to stick with it. And Judge, they stacked it up on the half court last time, and they got offside post coming wide open.
Oh, boy. Pass came a little late, but they recover, do the Bulldogs, and now they'll set their offense. Way out front with it. Here's Paris Tran.
Working against that trap.
High post. Kick it right side, and boy, you're right. Grantsville's defense is just swarming.
It's fun to watch it.
And it causes a turnover.
Like that, and that's exactly what it did. They just, like you said, they're swarming. They're coming to the ball. They're bringing two. Hands are high. Good, clean traps. You can see why they average 19 turnovers, or 19 steals a game.
Yeah. And even when they don't steal it, they speed you up so much that it does sometimes lead into a turnover, or at least you don't get into the offense you want to get into.
Yep.
Grantsville back the other way. Baseline runner, no good. Rebound taken down right there by Paris Tran. Nicely done. And look at the ball handling skills. She gets by the defense, gets it into the front court. Nice cut down the lane. Layup, good. That's Esther, an Aljak. She's got 8 already in the ball game, averages 12 on the year.
And that's one way you can beat that defense is get them moving that way and get a good, nice basket cut, a little give and go action.
Lead back to the Bulldogs, 14-12 early here in the second quarter. As Grantsville just doesn't, so far, Dustin, here's a layup down the lane, no good. Just they have not gotten into their comfort zone in this one yet.
No, they're generally running a 5 out against the zones, and this time Judge goes back to their 2-on-2 and just keeps them out and away from the basket.
Again, the pressure defense causing a little bit of concern, and more than concern as the pass comes out of bounds here on the near side. It'll be back to the Cowboys.
Had a length advantage there on Pike as they brought that trap on the sideline. She's in a tough spot. She tried to let it have it, went a little too far.
So it'll be out of bounds in the backcourt. Ellie Thomas to inbound.
It's like they're get back into the 1-2-2.
And Bella Hale back into the ball game for Coach Pike. As we approach 6 minutes to go here in the first half. As Grantsville backs it back out, Cody Williams in the game for Grantsville. Down low, boy, the pressure comes, whistle, and they'll say a foul's going to be called, I believe.
Probably on Pike.
Yep. Chloe Pike picks up the personal.
Really like how they dropped her down off that junction and to get that movement. They finally got something down on the block. Grantsville hasn't seen a lot of that here in the game yet.
So way out front, Cowboys with it, trying to make the penetration. They get to the baseline. Here comes that double team again. Down the lane, kind of a wild shot, and it goes in. How about that one by Mackenzie Allen? She's got 6.
And if you're in Bella Hale's shoes, she couldn't really done much else. Did a good job defending that one.
And here you go, jumping the passing lane. Steal, Mackenzie Allen, bucket, good.
Judge is getting deep on the sideline. They're not staying a little tighter in, and that's exactly where that trap wants them to go. And it's really costing Judge right now.
Lead back to the Cowboys, 16-14. 5:14 to go here in the first half. Where they've seemed to have success, Dustin, is that high post end looking low. Here's a jumper, right side rims out, no good. Nice rebound, putback is no good by Daw. And the Cowboys want to run all the way to the rim. Shot below. They say it isn't blocked. I thought maybe it was blocked out of bounds. It was not.
Williams right there just went against 3, whole way in, as you can see there on the replay. They had walled up. Daw walled up really, really well, making it hard on her, and had a lot of help in the process. They're going to bring all 4 up to get the ball inbounds.
Ooh, that was close. Almost the backcourt, but they do sneak into the front court just in time. They try to split the double. Nowhere to go. Ball gets loose. Ooh, and a timeout is going to be called. This will save the possession for Judge right there.
Coach Pike felt like that was one he definitely wanted to save. So here in the second quarter with almost 5 minutes left to go, he jumped quickly to get that timeout.
and being a coach yourself, Dustin, you like that rule?
So I love the rule, but I always saved mine till the fourth quarter. I didn't save it. I told the kids that's my choice until the fourth quarter, and then the fourth quarter, any of us will have enough timeouts. Any of us can save a possession, but I was more of a fourth quarter save possession guy. If we made a mistake early in the second quarter, I didn't want to spend a timeout on saving a possession. I wanted to correct the mistake and get back after it.
16-14, Grantsville on top as you watch here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom. We love Centricom. They are the leader in high school sports. Well, just about any type of streaming service you want. Centricom provides that service. Barrett Hilton at Centricom can set you up to help you stream any event live for free. As you and I chase a lot around doing all kinds of ball games, but they'll do other events as well. If you're interested in streaming some of your activities or games at your high school, get a hold of Barrett Hilton at TeamHive.live at Centricom, and they'll help you get that set up.
Appreciate all they do in this half court. Judges had some good action to be able to get in the middle of this trap and go down the middle on their sideline out of bounds. That time they didn't get it there, but it has been an area of success for them.
Boy, the length of Grantsville really causing problems. They knock another one out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs with 17 on the shot.
Judge going to bring their length back in with the null jock, and was that one? That's
Yep, Dang back in as well. They have really played well together, these two. And Aljock with 8 in the game, and Dang with 4. Ball comes in. Pike. Boy, Pike's kind of a settling influence out there, isn't she? She really does a nice job
knows
for
what
the
needs
Bulldogs.
To be done, where it needs to be done.
Jumper, free throw line, up and off the iron. Tough luck shot there by Dang. Grantsville comes the other way.
Oh, punched it out.
And Grantsville's fortunate. Ball gets away. It'll go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cowboys.
Judge is doing a good job following up on that, trying to knock it loose.
Here we go, way out front with it. Cody Williams. They'll go high post. Nice little turnaround jumper. Off the iron, won't go down. And it'll be an Aljock with the rebound.
Nice job getting the ball and shifting all the way over. Just couldn't convert as they had that flash.
There's the length out front again. Steal all the way to the bucket. Layup is up and good. This time by Mackenzie Allen. And Mackenzie Allen now really starting to fill up the scoring column. She's got 10.
Just constant pressure, and she understands how to jump lanes. She's on the offside, so the weak side of that trap, and so it gives her the ability to go and steal while the other two are setting the trap. Most of the time, they're on the strong side.
18-14, Grantsville with possibly their biggest lead of the game so far, up by 4. Judge needs to answer here. Another steal out front. Guess who? Mackenzie Allen to the bucket. Good again. She's got 12.
When you set up your press, you want to have your athletic one that likes to jump lanes on that weak side, and that's where they put Mackenzie Allen. You can tell she's got a love for that, and she loves to go knock it loose and get herself a layup.
Coach Joshua Pike says, let's talk about it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Be back right after this 30-second break.
At Auto Farm Price Ford, we make it happen for you.
Auto Farm Price Ford has your next truck at the guaranteed lowest price. Auto Farm will not be undersold. The time to buy is now. Auto Farm has a huge selection. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Ford F-Series, including the unbeatable F-150, no one has more than Auto Farm. Find more great offers and all their inventory online at PriceFordSales.com.
At Auto Farm Price Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, we make it happen for you.
And Grantsville on a little bit of a run right here. They pushed this lead out to its largest, 20-14 here with 3:21 to go in the first half, and it's been Mackenzie Allen out on the perimeter, just shooting the gaps, layup after layup.
Love what her teammates are doing there on the strong side, getting those traps and making it hard so she can do exactly that.
Here's Judge out of the timeout. They need a bucket right here, as they've kind of got into a little bit of a drought.
Kind of went to a 3 up top and then slipped Dang down the middle once they got the ball at about half court to break it that time.
Boy, and every pass seems to be contested out front. Here's a 3 ball, in and out. Tough luck shot right there by Chloe Pike. But an offensive rebound resets it for the Bulldogs.
Daw did a nice job going and chasing that one down.
Here's Pike out on top. Splits the defense down the lane. Nice runner, just short. Beautiful rebound. Put back up and good by Dang.
Using a 3 out, 2 in there against the zone. Just got a shot up. And with that 2 in, gives them great rebounding position.
20-16 as the lead back down to 4. Just under 2.5 to go here in the first half. As Grantsville moves the ball beautifully around the horn, left side 3 ball, in and out, no good. And 2 Bulldogs fight for that one. They lose it right into the hands of the Cowboys, but then they flip it right back to the Bulldogs. Pass cross court, layup, up and good. Nicely done by the 2 young ladies there, Aljock and Dang.
And I really wondered if Aljock was going to see her, as she had a head of steam. But it was, like you called it, just saw her well and waited till the defense was completely committed and then gave it over.
So the 6-point lead was short-lived as it's now down to 2, 20-18. Spin move, puts it up, no good right there by Bailey Dowder, and then a whistle and a foul against the Grantsville. We're going the other way, so it's been a little bit of a game of some small runs right here. And now
Louder
Judge coming back.
Comes in, tries jumping to get the ball back, and you see that they generally foul when you go back in hard after you feel like you want to make something up, and that happens for her right there, getting her 3rd foul. So out of 14 fouls, Louder has 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a big call right there. She averages 10 points a ball game and 5 rebounds as well. She averages 4 steals. So Judge now with a chance to tie or even reclaim the lead here. They're getting caught down in the corner. They get it back out. They'll reset out front. High screen. Shot clock down to 5. Got to get one up right here. Whistle, nope, no whistle. Deep corner, and they get it off just before the buzzer, and it hits the rim, no good. Everybody stop for a minute. Now Grantsville says, we'll take it.
And Grantsville going to a 1-3-1 that time, really stretched Judge on their offense.
Up here's a reach-in foul, and I think this is going to go against Chloe Pike, and that'll be 2 on her, I believe.
So just, small amount of fouls, but they're going on the same player pretty regularly here.
Inbound pass comes right side. Thought about a 3. They'll pass it up, go left side. This is a 3. Wide open, short. Boy, how about that effort? Put back is no good. But Mackenzie Allen, that was Avery Allred picks up the rebound. Just couldn't finish the layup on the backside.
Got her on got a little bump and couldn't gather her feet, Tran, and got her traveling. So
40.6 left here in the half. Grantsville.
They're going to give at least 5 seconds back to Judge, and depending on how they want it. So see what action they want to go. They've been running a 2-1-2 here against Judge's zone.
See how much of the shot clock they want to try and eat up. Down to about 20 right now. Oh, a great defense by Judge as they got to the baseline, cut off, and then stole the pass. And they're going to get a run out. Nope, pass is too big. Out of bounds. Got in a little bit of a hurry, and it'll come back the other way.
Like you said, Judge using that baseline for an extra defender and able to pin her down. Pike able to jump the passing lane, but see how they do this possession because now there's no shot clock involved.
Yep, down to 15. As Grantsville, if they can run it out, they'll have the lead going to the half. They're up 20-18, down to 6, down to 5. Cross court, here's a wide open 3. Got it, beautiful ball movement, and knocking it down was Ellie Thomas. Her second 3 of the game, right on her average, 6 points.
Love Williams' penetration right there. She dives in and hits the drop zone. As she does that, she gets that kick out. With that kick out, just a lot cleaner catch and shoot. It wasn't that side 3 that we've seen Grantsville shoot a lot of. This was a straight-on catch and shoot, and that was pretty knocked down.
So as we go to the half, Grantsville establishes a lead of 5, 23-18 as they knock down the 3 right before the buzzer. So with that being said, we'll take an opportunity to gather ourselves and pull some numbers together. Brad James, who works for us with TeamHive.live and Mid-Utah Radio, will bring us the stats here momentarily, and when we come back, we'll let you know how this one's folded out. So stay with us, back to the American First Event Center right after this.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Emery Telcom knows reliable internet is more important than ever. It lets us work from home, share life with family and friends, and make vital connections online. To help, qualifying customers can now access the new Affordable Connectivity Program and step up to fast, reliable e-fiber internet at a savings of up to $30 per month. Learn more about this new opportunity. Visit acpbenefit.org today.
East Hudson Shakespeare, I'm Ken Nielsen. Adam Coombs to my right produces this one for us on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom, as we are at the America First Event Center here on the campus of Southern Utah University. Quarterfinal action from the girls 3A state basketball tournament. So far a good one here between the Judge Memorial Catholic Bulldogs and the Grantsville Cowboys. Grantsville, with the help of a three right before the buzzer, they lead at 23-18 as we look at the numbers from the first half. Dustin, anything stand out to you there?
Well, I always look at the team side of things, and so you've got the turnovers. We know Grantsville's pressure has been good. We talked about it in the pregame, and then we've watched it, and it just ratcheted up through that second quarter. They've been able to turn over the Bulldogs 14 times already, so they're well above their average that way. And we discussed that that's a big thing that the Bulldogs are going to have to do, is be able to take care of that ball if they're going to have an opportunity to win this game. So that's something they want to work on. Cowboys have turned it over 8 times, so probably a couple above where they'd like to be, but something they can also tweak on just a little bit. And then you've got your rebounds, and they're actually even. And we've seen, really, I think that's been Judge's lifeline, as the offensive rebound putbacks, and with that size, with the Naljok and Dang and Daw doing a good job in there after the shots to get it and put it back in. The three-point line hasn't been good to anybody. You got 0 for 4 and 2 for 14.
Well, and we knew that coming in, looking at the numbers before this. Judge on the year, they shoot 26% from the three-point line, so they got a ways to go to get to that mark. And as far as Grantsville is concerned, they shoot 25% from the three-point line. Overall, Grantsville, on an average night, they shoot 40% from the field goal range. They have not shot the ball particularly well, only 10 for 34 on the night. I suspect that number is going to come up for both teams.
Oh, yeah, you can see they adjusted. They came out in that first quarter, and they were content against that tight zone just to really catch a lot of side threes and throw them up. And that's where they've shot 14 already. I'll bet that number keeps tweaking down, like you're saying, and they get more of those turnover type. And then when they do shoot the three, that last one was what you love to see: penetrate and kick.
As far as scoring is concerned, Esther Naljok for Judge, she leads the Bulldogs in scoring. She's got 10. 6 for Nian Dang. 2 points for Chloe Pike, and that's it. And I'm sure Coach Pike would like to see a few more people get involved, increase the numbers there. That's hard to rely on just 2 players pretty much to do all your scoring.
It is really hard, and especially against a team that's just putting so much pressure on you like Grantsville is here so far in the first half.
And for Grantsville, they're obviously being led by Mackenzie Allen. She's got 12 to lead all scorers, and then 6 points for Ellie Thomas, 3 for Avery Allred, and 2 for Maylee Bartley. A little bit of a score, I should say a low-scoring affair, 23-18. Grantsville averages 57 on the year, and Judge Memorial averages 56. So a little ways to go to get there, but I would say that's probably typical first night at an arena in the state tournament like this.
We've seen that a lot throughout the day, is that lower scoring, especially the first half, that tightness that you see, getting more comfortable with where you're at, and like you said, just the pressure itself of the tournament sometimes can slow that scoring down. And then, of course, the play seems to get a lot more physical. And as it gets more physical, it's harder to make more baskets.
And again, we are at the 3A state championships here in Cedar City. Southern Utah University, great hosts here on the campus. They have been for years and years. It's a great facility. We have a great place here to call games from. Our perch here high above the court. And they have been nothing but accommodating to us. We appreciate Southern Utah University. A lot of fun to be here on campus. I was going to say, a lot of snow, cold outside, but that's pretty much everywhere.
The state of Utah, thank goodness. It's about time, right?
Yeah, boy, that storm there really brought a punch and pretty much left everybody with some white stuff laying around. So a lot of schools, including Delta, where I'm from, was on an online distance learning yesterday because of the snow, which is very unusual out where we're at. We don't get as much snow, but pretty good layer laying there yesterday, and the wind was causing a lot of issues as well. So again, this is the third game of the girls' side of the tournament. The boys finished up the quarterfinals earlier, and Dustin, you've been here for all. Maybe you can give them a quick rundown. What's happened here at the tournament so far?
It's been a fun tournament. It's been fun to see out of these teams what's been going on.
And I wish I had the boys with me here, and I don't know what I did with it.
There it's hiding right there.
That's the girls as well.
Okay.
But I do know right out of the gate, Emory got upset.
Yep, Emory got upset. Summit Academy just really did a great job. They got after anything that was loose. They out rebounded. They put Emory in a tough spot and then just capitalized on it. Really a well-played game by Summit Academy and put Emory, again, just in tough situation all game long. Next game was a barn burner between Richfield and Juab. That was, back and forth. Richfield led a whole lot of that game, and Juab able just to hang on at the end there as Richfield just about tied it with, I think, about 7 seconds left to go on the ball. Just rolled off the rim, but just a heartbreaker for him. And so Judge moves on out of that one. Then you had the Manti-Canview game. Canview had done a good job that first half. They kept it really close. And then Manti's pressure caught up with Canyon View and stretched it out to about a 20-point game. And they comfortably won. But it wasn't that way the whole game. Yeah. I mean, all the way through the third, it was a good, tight ball game. And then we were able to call the Grantsville Morgan game, which Grantsville ended up taking care of business. Pretty solid. They got Morgan out of sorts there towards about the same third quarter and stretched that out and really managed that one down through.
As far as the girls' side, obviously Morgan got the win against Layton Christian, and then Richfield prior to this one got the win. So it'll be Morgan Richfield in the one side. Winner of this one will get the winner of Carbon and Delta coming up a little bit later tonight.
That Morgan Richfield game could be really interesting because both teams have size to counter the other team's size. That's really helped them with getting so many wins. So
Grantsville with the first opportunity. Looked like they were going to have an opening down underneath. Ball gets away, and Judge will have it coming the other way. 23-18, just underway, third quarter action. Judge with the ball. They move from left to right on your television screen. Here's a three ball up and no good. Another rebound taken down by Dang. They'll get it out and reset.
Grantsville working in a 1-3-1.
Nice. Whoops.
Yep, hung up on her leg
I was just going to say, nice effort by Cody Williams to get the steal, and then the ball just got, as you mentioned, got stuck on her hip.
Just couldn't quite get it off. That'll give Judge another opportunity.
Appreciate Adam Coombs here with the replay there. Fantastic. Here's a layup up, no good. Now a steal. Pass comes right into the hands of Mackenzie Allen and then loses it out of bounds. We'll go the other way. I was just going to say, TeamHive.Live, powered by Centricom, is unbelievable with the equipment they bring, the personnel they bring. Replays, cameras are like the best. Almost like watching ESPN. Pretty close.
Absolutely. Here we go with Grantsville. They're going to pressure back up, getting into their 1-2-2. And we saw a lot of that in the second quarter.
Judge handles it well so far. Deep left corner, they'll go. And a whistle and...
Called an offensive foul on her there. Said she leaned in her just a little more than they wanted to see.
Daw picks up the personal foul right there. Her second. Grantsville the other way. Haven't scored yet, have either team in this third quarter. 23-18. As the ball did not get tipped, just errant pass out of bounds. It'll come back the other way.
Judge packing in that zone and keeping the penetration of Grantsville's away.
No points, just turnover so far here.
That's right.
In the quarter.
Almost looked like another one right there, but they were able to take care of it.
Here's Pike with it. Right side, they'll swing it. Down the lane. Oh, nice move to the bucket, up with a shot, no good, but a whistle and a foul. And this will send Paris Tran to the line, shoot a pair.
They had pushed that ball over to the left side and got the defense down and in as they got the ball reversed. So that's what got Tran being able to go at the rim and draw that foul. So good job shifting that 1-2-2 all the way over, and then with that quick ball movement back to get that penetration going for
First
him.
one up and no good by Paris Tran. Just a 39% free throw shooter on the year, which is a little surprising. She's got a nice looking shot.
You bet.
She'll have another. This one good.
And they're going to extend out just a little bit.
And you know what, Dustin, that's the first free throws Judge has shot in the game. Grantsville has shot just one.
Oh, wow. So you take a look, Judge went into a soft 1-2-2, and a lot of times when you press a pressing team, they can struggle with it, and Grantsville does right there as they just threw it out of bounds.
So 1 point by both of these teams so far here as we approach 2 minutes gone in the third. High post, that's where it seems to be open tonight. Step through, put up, shot up, no good. And here comes Mackenzie Allen the other way. All the way to the bucket, and jump ball, they say. Nice, boy, nice defensive effort right there by Chloe Pike to get back and block that.
And you talk about her calming presence, her hands stay calm as well. You see as she chases that down, she just reached out, tied it up easily with one hand, didn't get hacking and slapping, just stayed under control, reached out, and tied that ball up.
So on the possession, it will go to the Bulldogs. 23-19.
Grantsville's going to see if they can get the Bulldogs over on that sideline. That's where they had a lot of success with their trap.
Come to the middle of the floor, now to the left side. Here's a three ball up and good. Nicely done there by Paris Tran. She gets her first field goal of the game and cuts this back down to a 1 point lead.
Bella Hell sealed the middle of that right there, allowing for that skip to come open like it did.
Grantsville wants to answer all the way to the bucket, layup up and good. Nice move there by Ellie Thomas. She's got 8 in the game.
Using the dribble off the right side to get down underneath that pressure.
Cross-court pass, nicely done. Down the lane, runner. But a whistle and a foul before the shot, they say. It'll be out of bounds underneath.
Really similar there. Same thing, got a cross-court pass and got underneath the pressure by using the dribble once they got a good pass.
Ellie Thomas picks up the personal. I believe that's just her first. Low post they'll come, and then way back out front, they'll reset on the offense.
Baseline out of bounds, something that I've never seen anything like it quite before. They long ways up here, three-quarter court.
Here's a three, this time angle right, and this one is up and good.
Nice little kick out again. They had the defense all sucked in.
Daw with her first points of the game, and it's a big one on a three-point shot.
And we can't see if he punches it out. Well, they had a discussion. Going to go with the block.
Yeah, two officials looked at each other, and as you mentioned, they'll go with the block.
I think the one, he said, I would punch it out, and the other said, nope, I want a block.
Tied at 25.
Naljok, she's a little tight there. She had received a good knee on that one.
So free throws coming. These are just the second and third free throws of the game for Grantsville, and the first one comes up short.
They're going to give a Naljok just a minute break to try to get that dead leg worked out.
Yep.
That takes a lot of size off the floor for them, as they've got Dang on the bench as well.
Zucko one short as well, and Pike with the rebound for Judge. They'll look to reclaim the lead here in the third. Here's a three ball, angle right, and good again. That's back-to-back threes for Paris Tran.
Doing a good job finding the corner there as they sucked that defense in a little bit. That time the space wasn't as much, but just enough to get Tran that look.
28-25 as Judge comes from behind to reclaim the lead here. 4:25 to go here in the third. Lots of basketball left in this one. Beautiful drive up with the shot, no good. Whoops, and the offensive rebound was claimed by Grantsville, but not before the player wasn't quite back in bounds.
Got to get all the way back in. It didn't happen there. Grantsville going to stick the pressure up a little closer on half court this time, it looks like.
Cross court, they'll come to Tran. Back into the back court, they'll swing it now to Daw. They'll get it into the front court, and now here's an errant pass picked off. Here comes Mackenzie Allen down the lane, kicks it off left side. Here's a three ball. This one a little bit short, offensive rebound. Put back is blocked, they say, And then out of bounds off of Grantsville.
Yep. That last tip down there as they were trying to reach down to get it, just able to be enough to knock it off out of bounds, off of her feet.
So Bulldogs with a chance to add to their lead, 28-25, 3:50 to go. Boy, nice move all the way to the bucket. Layup, a little bit hard, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Another offensive rebound, and this one will go. And once again, Daw working the boards hard. She's got 5 now.
Good patience letting Bartley jump by her right there and then going up and finishing. And they're going to get a nice trap on the sideline. And Coach's got to call a timeout as Pike was just about to take it out of her hands.
You know, we were talking during the break, or during our halftime show, that Judge needed some more help other than an all-jock and dang, and they're getting it now. Daw's got 5, and Paris Tran now has 7 here in the second half. They're picking it up, and it's reflective on the scoreboard as they now lead at 30-25.
Those threes have been big. Being able to get those, getting the zone out of shape and able to knock those down, that's really helped them out.
I think you mentioned in the first half they were 0 for 4.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they've missed one yet here in the second half as they've knocked down 3.
Then that's been big for them, and so they'll see how they can manage that and keep it going as they've got Grantsville stepping back and trying to figure out how they want to go. Mackenzie Allen's had a couple opportunities, but they've done a great job of cutting her off and not allowing her to get at the rim. And that's where that lead, I felt like in the second quarter, extended out for Grantsville is when she got going off that offside of those traps. And they've changed the way they're breaking the press, using the 3 out, and then they've got somebody stuck in the middle ceiling. And so far, it's been pretty effective for them here in the third quarter.
So it'll be out of bounds for the Cowboys. Let's see what they draw up coming out of the timeout. They'll be way out on top. Here's Allen with it.
Left the music on here
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the timeout.
Here's a shot baseline short, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Daw. She's played well here in this second half. She's really come to life.
Don't know if I've ever seen music played through 2 full possessions.
Here's a 3 way out front. Short, no good. Rebound taken by. And we got all kinds of noises going on. Here's a layup. Good.
Nice
after the buzzer.
finish.
And if that's on Pike, that's 3.
Oh, come down there in transition. And it's got to be on Pike. She was the only one down there. So
Avery Allred, I
I
believe. Yeah.
And they finally got the music shut down.
We had music playing. We had a buzzer right in the middle of that break.
That was awkward as well. The camera actually hung up on the buzzer for a second and then finished down through there, as recognizing they weren't going to stop play. They can't stop the play when they're pushing pressure at the basket.
Yep. That is 3 on Chloe Pike. She'll have to come to the bench.
They've got Dang and Naljok back in the game here.
Avery Allred, who averages 10 points per ball game, now with 5 and a chance to make it 6 with the free throw as they discuss the situation over there at the scorer's table. Not sure what there is to discuss other than
get the music shut off and let's quit buzzing buzzers when we're in the middle of a run here.
Free throw. Good.
But you like Grantsville there in transition. Drew that lifted the defense up, made a nice dump pass, and then good left-handed finish.
Break opportunity for Judge. Boy, it might have been a travel. They didn't call it. Shot up, no good. Ball's loose, and jump ball's going to be called. Possession arrow will go to Grantsville.
You like to see the defense drawn up just a little bit more before you get that pass out to your rim runner. But good effort nonetheless by Judge, and Grantsville able to get back and get a turnover.
30-28, lead down to 2. All the way to the rim, shot up, no good. Whistle, and free throws are coming again for the Cowboys.
She sure had a full head of steam there, catching the ball on the right wing, just sending her downhill. That was Thomas.
Ellie Thomas at the line. She's got 8 points here in the ball game, averages 6, so she has played well tonight.
I think she's been able to take good advantage of that zone just like that. She catches on the wing. She knows how to get and split it and attack that basket well.
Yep, first one is no good. Grantsville now 2 for 5 from the free throw line. They shoot 61% on the year. And the second one, no good. Free throw's hurting them just a little bit right here. And now, boy, Judge had the ball, took off with it, gets loose, and it's another jump ball. Possession arrow to the Bulldogs.
That was heads up by Louder, able to pay attention as an Aljak took off and just a little bit out of sorts and able to at least get a jump ball out of the deal.
And right here, Coach, is where I really think Judge misses Chloe Pike.
You betcha. That calming influence and just
There's
right
the
there
steal.
making passes, and that's where Mackenzie Allen thrives. And they're going to go full court right here in a diamond, so that's a 1-2-1-1. Getting that trap right there. And we got a timeout from Coach Pike. That'll leave him with 2 timeouts left as he uses his third.
Mackenzie Allen with 14 now in the ball game. She averages 14 on the year, and she's the young lady that averages 5 steals per contest, and she may be at that already.
Yeah, she definitely is at 5 steals. She has done an excellent job on those offsides, and she's really the motor that gets them going, but it's set up by her teammates. Her teammates get long, they set good traps and get the ball to go up in the air, and she just reads them. She watches that person that's trapped and where she might have to go, and able to jump that really well.
So it's been a game of runs. Grantsville led by 5 at the half, as it was an 18-23 ball game. It was 10-10 after 1, 23-18 at the half. Judge came out, went on a little bit of a run, and took, I believe, a 5-point lead themselves.
Yes,
now we're back tied.
Yep. Yeah, that was a nice little run. They got some shots going in. They're going to bring Chloe Pike in here with those 3 fouls to end out the third quarter here, 2:21, trying to not turn it over.
Well, here comes the pressure again,
pressure,
and almost a steal. They'll get it up the far sideline and contact. Ball goes out of bounds. They will keep it with Judge.
Doing a great job on that sideline, jumping and stopping the progression of Judge with that pressure.
So here the ball will come in down that deep corner to Ocampo, back out to Pike. Pike down the lane and traveled, they said.
She got hung up, and as Steino doing a good job of just hanging right there with her and getting a hand in the way.
So here comes Mackenzie Allen with it. Leading scorer in the ball game with 14. She'll swing it right side now. Thomas, skip pass, too much length there as the ball stolen and then tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Judge, but a nice job there by Esther Analjak to go get that one.
They're going to stack it up here. I liked what they did out of this in the first half. See if they can get some more action heading downhill. They'd get that catch and they just go right down into the paint, and it caused Grantsville some trouble.
Here's an Aljak corner, back out on top, 3 ball. Short rebound taken there by Mackenzie Allen. Here she comes in a hurry. Transition for the Cowboys, and I'll tell you what, ball's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul. And I said, I don't know if that's the 4th foul right there on Chloe Pike. And I know she's frustrated, but with 3, you just got to be so careful right there.
Can't reach out in that situation and try to knock anything out. She's got good hands. We talked about them, but that's just a gamble that gets you in a lot of trouble.
Allen at the line for 2. First one's no good. Boy, they're struggling just a little bit there. They are now
I believe there's a magnet. When you've got the same number of fouls that you're in the quarter, if you're in under 2 minutes, there's a magnet to you, and it gets you that extra
foul. It's going to find you.
It does. You watch it, and it happened again right there.
15 now. Now here's an errant pass on the inbound, picked off there by Ellie Thomas.
Grantsville's shift to this diamond press has really had an impact on Judge and allowed him to catch up and get that lead.
3 ball looked good, but this comes up short. Bulldogs come the other way, trailing by 1. Down the lane, left-handed shot up high off the glass, no good, and Grantsville going to push and then decide, nope, 1 on 3, let's bring it back out. Allen down the lane, kicks it right side. Grantsville looking a little more comfortable in the offensive set now. Here's a 3 way over the basket and saved.
Steino doing a good job running that down.
Really nice job there. And it'll be out of bounds for the Cowboys. Back into the game. Here comes, I believe that is Daw. Boy, she's played well.
Done a good job for the Bulldogs.
Shot clock at 15. Down the lane. Here comes Louder. Up and good. How about that one?
Just got enough space underneath the free throw line to give it a chance.
Bailey Louder, there's another turnover on the sideline. It will be Grantsville ball. I was going to say, Coach, believe it or not, that is Bailey Louder's first bucket of the ball game.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good one for her. She got down in against that zone. Grantsville, this full court pressure is really hurting Judge.
Down inside, late whistle, but a foul's going to be called, and free throws are coming again for the Cowboys as they can pad the lead.
Louder doing a nice job dumping that ball into the post, giving her an opportunity to get fouled there. That post entry, good and clean, good touch pass to dump it into Thomas. If I read that right. That's not Thomas.
I believe, there we go, number 11, that's Avery Allred.
Her hair was just perfectly right in the number where I read a 4 the first time, but then the second I saw it, I was like, that's not right.
How about Avery Allred now? 3 for 3 at the line. She has shot the ball well, make it 4 for 4.
And here they go again. Going to stay with that full court pressure that's done them so well.
And, whistle's going to be called against.
Looks like all red. And that's just their third, maybe fourth team foul. Up on the board it says 3 right now.
So Judge struggling to get this ball even across half court as the pressure is really causing them a lot of problems. And there's another steal. Shot up and no good, and a blocking foul is going to be called. Mackenzie Allen back to the free throw line for 2 more. And as I mentioned, leads the team in steals at 5 steals per contest, and I think she's easily past that now.
Yeah, she got a little help there as we watched Adam Coombs' replay. They were walled up well, but nonetheless, she'll head to the free throw line.
First one's good. Mackenzie had 3 steals in the first half. I would think she's got 2 or 3 here in the second. Missed the second one. Rebound loose, corralled by an Aljock. Handles the ball well. Gets it into the front court, gets tripped up, no call. Ball's loose. And it's off of, they say it's off of Grantsville. Yeah, Coach Pike there wanting a call on that far sideline.
It was interesting to watch.
Yeah.
She definitely got tangled up in there. Here they come again with the stack on the sideline.
Boy, what a nice job there by an Aljock to corral that one. Puts it up once, twice, got one more try in it. Nope, ball's loose. On the other side, it's corralled, and Dang lays it in.
Nice job as Aljock just kept after it. Kept thinking one was going to fall for her, but the ball bounced over to Dang, and Dang able to capitalize as everybody was over there chasing that ball, and Aljock just kept on throwing up and catching back and back and back.
Beyond Dang with the free throw here to make it a 3-point play. And she does. Nice looking shot there. 11 now for Beyond Dang.
Grantsville's going to have 15 seconds here to go against Judge's defense. Looks like Judge will run their 2-1-2.
So here we go. Into the front court. Here comes Mackenzie Allen. Survey sinks down to 8 on the clock. Right side. Picks it up. Baseline. Nice drive. Shot up, no good. And the whistle, or I should say the buzzer comes. And at the end of 3, it's a 4-point game. 3-point game. 36-33 as Grantsville takes the lead to the break. We'll be back after this.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Once again, welcome back inside of the America First Event Center. Alongside my good friend partner, Dustin Shakespeare, I'm Ken Nielsen. Adam Coombs produces this one for us on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom, as we get into the final 8 minutes of this quarterfinal ball game. It's a 3-point lead for the Cowboys. Can they make it a 6-point lead? Nope, a little bit short. That's twice from our angle. Dustin, that ball looks like it is down, and they've just been short.
Just short, yep.
And again, playing in an arena setting here, sometimes, the backdrop changes things a little bit.
You bet.
That would be my excuse when I would have been playing. These girls shoot it a lot better than I ever did. Wow.
Some of your pure shooters, it doesn't bother a bit. But
like that one right there?
Yeah. And Mackenzie Allen, she knows how to get to the rim and finish. Now they're going to settle back in their half-court trap. 1-2-2.
18 in the game now for Mackenzie Allen to lead all scorers. 5-point ball game, and now travel out front, turnover, gives it back to the Cowboys.
Daw just got strung out a little bit there. She was working her way. She split the trap well, but the backside came up. Mackenzie Allen, of course, came up and jammed her a little bit, and when she did that, it got her feet a little stretched out.
Here's Mackenzie. Right side, 3-ball up and no good. Back to Mackenzie Allen. Her jumper short. Ball knocked around and finally controlled there by Bella Hale. And again, here comes the pressure. Whoops, I was going to say, I saw that one. And I figured that whistle was coming there on a reach in by Avery Allred.
Coming in from behind. They do reach a little bit from the behind at times. That's where a few of these team fouls have had. You just got Judge, who's got 7 team fouls, and Grantsville with 5.
So ball comes in. Ocampo lost it out of bounds, they say. It'll be Grantsville ball.
She went to go behind her back and hit her leg and went right out of bounds there.
Here's the replay by Adam Coombs. Nicely done, Adam. Thank you.
See that one fall out. Take a look. Grantsville's been running a 5-out, and they flash from the corners. So depending on which side, the offside will flash into that high post area, and then they'll suck back into the corner, and then the other corner will flash into the high post to break this 2-on-2 zone.
So what you're saying is they don't play with a real true post player on that offensive end, do they?
On there. Nope. They're full 5-out and flashing.
Shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Grantsville. They'll have a fresh shot clock if they want to use it. Down the lane, left hand. Oh, block. Nicely done there by Dang.
Came from that help side.
Ooh, look out there, and a whistle and a foul. Trying to shoot the gap there was Mackenzie Allen. Got there a little bit late. She'll pick up the foul.
And if you're Mackenzie Allen and that, you look at that, I mean, that's her. Got her at 1 foul now. So once in a while, you might get caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
I've got her for 18. The board up there has her for 16, or excuse me, for 14. I'm not sure.
There's a good clean trap above the half-court line.
And regardless, shot clock is down to 24, so it probably should be a 10-second violation, but they're going to say jump ball.
Yeah, interesting that happened there, because I don't know if they didn't catch that did hit 24, because you're right on. And
so
now the shot clock's not even resetting yet, so they're discussing that. Oh, coach did a great job. Grantsville's coach.
Absolutely.
Saying, no, that's 10 seconds. Get us the ball. Great job by coach to identify that as well and discuss that with the official.
I mean, because the clock doesn't lie. I mean, this isn't a 1-2.
You can't mess that one up. Yeah. But it looks like the officials are going to stick with it. And
let me tell you how they're going to make this work.
Right.
The official's going to go over and he's going to say, hey, the jump ball occurred before it hit 25, so let's reset the clock. They get it? Okay.
They did it.
You know what? I'm going to give everybody down there credit on that one, because I know as a Judge fan you're probably frustrated there, but that is the right call.
That is the right call. Did an excellent job, and they heard, saw, and worked through it.
Can they capitalize? Shot no good. Rebound taken down by Judge. So no harm, no foul either way right there, and we're back where we started.
And Bela Hale has really done a good job for the Bulldogs as she gets another rebound. Just really unsung on all the work she's done to assist her teammates in this game.
Yeah, McKenna Gardner a little bit out of control. Shots blocked, a run out. Bucket good by Bailey Louder. She's got 4 now.
And they did a good job kicking that ball up the right sideline while Louder was running that left one.
A little bit of a danger zone right here, Coach.
Oh, you betcha. They need to get a bucket. Grantsville can smell it. You see their pressure's ratcheting up a little bit, moving a little harder, and Coach Pike could hear it too, so he gets his horses back in, bringing Pike, Naljock, and I think Daw all back in the game here.
So here we go, out of bounds, right down below us. Ball's kicked, it'll stay with Judge.
Lowry, good length, able to be out there and in the way.
I got a question for you on a kickball. I know, like in the professional ranks, they'll reset the clock back to a certain point. I don't know what that is in high school. Do they reset it to a certain point? They didn't, but maybe down they were still.
I'd have to reread, but I think if they do in this one, it's back to 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, that's a tough angle, but a nice catch nonetheless there momentarily by an Naljock, but Grantsville comes up with a loose ball, and you notice Pike there doing a smart thing. She runs kind of, what would you call that, interference, ahead of the dribbler, and then just gets out of the way.
A little bluff and made sure she didn't get a fifth foul.
Yeah, she cannot afford to pick up the fifth.
It sure hurt having her on the bench that first 3 minutes of this quarter.
Plus, the possession goes to Judge. Ooh. Oh, and a low pass, stolen, layup, good.
That left hand. I think she is left-handed, but that was pretty by Louder.
Boy, she's got such great length and ability to get to the basket, to the rim.
Yes, she
Down
does.
the other way. Here's kind of a wild shot up. No good. Ball's loose. Controlled out of bounds. Judge ball.
Steino's come in and done a nice job for the Cowboys. She's been involved. Anything loose, she's been involved in it.
All of a sudden, it's a 9-point game. Biggest lead of the ball game for Grantsville for either team. And Judge cannot get the ball in bounds.
Grantsville's taking away those second chance opportunities. Those offensive rebounds, taking those clear away, and they've got out in transition better.
Down inside, too far under the basket right there, I believe, was Louder. Couldn't quite get the ball up inside of the bank board. Kickball stays with Judge, and back into the ball game is Nevaeh Uri. I think this is the first time we've seen her on the floor.
I do believe so.
Check and see. Maybe she's like a three-point specialist. We'll see.
Grantsville switches into a softer version of their 1-2-2. Not looking trapped, but in the way. And that put Judge in a tough spot. Screen up, screen across, come down.
Pike, nice move. Free throw line jumper, rolls off. Look at that rebound and put back. Nicely done by Dang.
And that's what's made a difference for Judges when they can get those kind of baskets.
Yeah. 13 in the ball game for Dang. And the lead back down to 7. Still plenty of time, just under 4 to go here in the ball game. Way out front, here's Mackenzie Allen. Had a great ball game, has Allen so far in this one. Deep corner, here's a 3 ball. Good! First 3 of the game for Bailey Louder. And all of a sudden, she's come to life. She's got 9. Tran back the other way. Right side, Pike. She'll take the 3. They need this one, but it won't go. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Judge.
They're going to stack it right in the middle. Sometimes against the zone, this middle person can stay wide open. As you can see, actually, Dang is open. She gets the catch and goes there.
Yep.
It's interesting when you stack against the zone right in the middle like that. Teams don't generally practice defending that, and so they stay down below like you just saw, and then you can throw that lob up and over to her, and then when Grantsville recovers, they end up fouling her and putting her to the free throw line.
Dang, a senior. She'll be graduating this year. 46% free throw shooter, and the first one rolls off no good. And again, that in the ball game so far, that's just the 4th foul shot taken. And that is not an indictment on the officials at all.
Oh, no.
There hasn't been enough contact in there for him to get to the line so far tonight.
Yep, nope, it's been a good free-flowing game.
Second one is good. Nice looking stroke there by Leon Dang. 9-point ball game. 3:20 to go in this one. Yeah, Grantsville does a nice job breaking the pressure. Here's a runner up from that left side, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good by Bailey Louder, but she is going to go to the free throw line for a couple more.
You talked about her earlier. Just she's kind of come to life scoring-wise here in the fourth quarter. She's had a great game. Her length causes a lot of problems in that pressure. She creates a lot of things defensively, but she's great finish with her left hand. She's shot and hit that three. She's right-handed. Not able to get that free throw to fall, but she's had a great fourth quarter.
Yeah, Bailey shoots 47% from the floor, which you'll take any night. Free throw line, 57%. Just a little bit. Sometimes it's a struggle at the line. Second one. First one went far right. Second one comes left, and it's hard to figure.
Yeah, she doesn't like that free throw line.
But she's
much.
done enough good things that doesn't matter. She's played a nice game. She's got 9, averages 10 on the season, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. She does a little bit of everything. And athletic. She is extremely athletic. And again, we're talking about Bailey Louder.
Does a great job. We're going to have a 1-and-1 here for Daw.
And I failed to recognize this. Let's go to the free throw first here by Deng. First one is no good. How about that rebound? Put back good by an Aljak. Wow.
She does a good job of getting herself into position to get that catch. She makes a living there on those offensive rebounds.
I might be wrong, but I think that might be her first points of the second half. So the lead back to 7. And a chance for Judge to even get closer. I was just going to say, Bailey Louder down there, we were talking about her a moment ago, averaging 10 and 5 a ball game. Got great length, stands at 5'10". How about this, Dustin? She is just a sophomore.
Oh, wow. Well, she's going to be fun to watch here in the next couple years. And what an asset to have on a pressing team with that athleticism and length.
And how about you got Avery Allred as well, averages 10 and 5 a game, also just a sophomore. So they got a couple of key pieces coming back again next year. Now they're going to certainly miss Mackenzie Allen, her 14 a game, as she will graduate and move on. But they've got some younger kids coming up that I think
program moving forward.
Yeah, can really kind of keep things going there for Megan Vera. They've had a great program up there, and it continues on.
Well, Coach Pike, he's going offense and defense with his daughter Pike. They got her back in the game here. Both coaches have 2 timeouts left to go, so they've got enough to save a possession here. Under 3 minutes, it gets to point to where if it gets a little iffy, you got to save a possession. Oh, they had a
probably help maybe to
have 5 on the floor. Yep.
Okay.
She's back out, trans on the floor now.
There you go. Ball comes into her, far side. Skip pass over the top. Here's Pike. And they'll come back out on top. Reset. Thought about a 3. They'll take step just inside the line. This 3's no good. Racing in, getting the ball on Aljak. Great job by her. Here's a 3 ball up and good. Boy, did they need that one. Great looking shot right down the barrel.
And they've got life in them right here. Just a 2-possession game with 2 minutes left to go. So see how Grantsville manages.
I talk about some of the youth from Grantsville. How about Judge? Down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound tipped out front and recovered by Grantsville. And then they can't control it. Throw it away. And here come the Bulldogs with a chance to get this down to 2. Or even 3 if this 3 ball, or excuse me, down to 1 if this goes, and it does.
Pike steps into that, is lifted out there, able to knock it down.
1-point game. This game was at 10 just a moment ago.
She's a little
back the other way. Can Louder answer? Yep.
Defense gambled. You can see she's a little winded. And Coach from Grantsville, she wants a timeout here off of the bucket.
All of a sudden, things tightened up here in a hurry as the 3 ball goes to get it to 1. And then Bailey Louder, who has really stepped up her game here in the second half, she hits her second 3 of the game.
Likes it
12
from that
points.
right corner. She's been able to knock it down there. Good job by Grantsville. They got out ahead after the Matador defense there at half court. Drew in, got down in that drop zone area, drew in the defense, and kicked out for Louder right there. That's good offense. You love seeing teammates work together to get others better shots.
If we were looking for a play of the game, that would certainly be one of the candidates for it, would it not? It's all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. The momentum has shifted to Judge, and then she just calmly knocks a 3.
That is huge. Pushes it back to that full 2-possession game. And take a look to see how Judge now, they're going to have to come against Grantsville. And is Grantsville, are they going to go with their full court pressure that caused Judge so much issue right here with that timeout? I wondered if that's what Coach wanted when she went to that, using it to where she's just got the one timeout left now with 1:33. And it does look like that's what she was wanting to do. She didn't want to communicate that out. Yep. But knowing with that 3, she wanted an opportunity because this full court pressure caused Judge a lot of problems earlier in the game.
So it'll be Chloe Pike to inbound, and they will get it in. Here's Paris Tran. Puts it on the floor, comes back to Pike. Got a 4-second shot clock to get it across, and they do. Back the other way comes Dang. Layup up, no good. Whistle and a foul. Free throws coming with the clock stopped.
Yeah, and that's big for Judge as they put good pressure on it. And Grantsville, they had walled up and did their very best. The official decides to go ahead and put her at the line. So we'll take a look and see how Dang does. And Dang she wants to knock these down.
She'll graduate after this year. She's a 5'11 senior. They will get Esther Analjok back. She's just a junior. Free throw good. Big-time free throw there by Dang.
Drops that to a 1-possession game, and they'll go a little offense-defense, subbing Pike out.
Smart move.
You got to protect her because she's, like you said, she's got to – it's not time yet to leave her on defensive possession.
One more for Dang. 13 in the ball game. Make it 14.
And just a 1-possession game. Wow. Take a look and see how Grantsville manages this. With the shot clock, they don't need to foul. They just need to play good defense. They'll have 2 possessions at least.
Judge looks like they're going to just play straight up man-to-man on this possession. Louder. Way out on top. They'll get it back to the point guard. Here's Mackenzie Allen. Shot clock at 14. Down the lane. Beautiful bounce pass. Layup good.
Love the execution. Mackenzie Allen using that crossover to set the defense up and get down and into the deep drop zone. Using that dump pass, and Coach Pike uses timeout. He saw it getting a little out of bounds. A good job by the official being able to pay attention to Coach.
Yeah,
that
saved
situation.
The possession right there,
really
did it not?
Did. And that's a great job by Coach Pike. He identified that it was going wild, and he saved that possession. That was good officiating, good coaching, and Judge needed that protected here as it went back out to 2 possession as Grantsville executed beautifully on that end, getting down into that drop zone, lifting the defense, beautiful bounce pass, catch, and finish. That's just fun basketball.
And using most of the shot clock to do it in.
You know, and it seemed like it was mainly rhythm oriented. They weren't looking to necessarily get themselves into spots where they had to take a crappy shot, but they were going to work to see what they could get, and they knew as a team what that looked like, and then they got what you couldn't ask for anything better.
So 52.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Still plenty of time as Judge will have it right here. What are you drawing up, Coach?
If I'm Judge, you got to get your 2 girls on the blocks and get the ball in the air and let them get an offensive rebound, put it back in.
There you go.
And so, you like Tram out of the corner. She's done some good there. You can, with that timeout, the nice thing is you get Pike back in the game who passes so well.
Now Pike has a 3 in the ball game. On the year, Chloe Pike has made 45 3-pointers. Very capable of it. Let's see if they look to her or try to pound that ball down inside to an Aljock or Dang. Here we go.
And off the pass, they've done okay, but it's really the offensive rebounds have been better to them. But I wanted to know what Grantsville was going to do, and they do come out in their trap.
I'm telling you what, they got caught over in that far corner, and there was nowhere to go except down the sideline, and that was just about stolen.
They were eating that up. I love Grantsville coming out, being aggressive, and doing what they do.
Not going to sit back, are they, and let you go ahead and shoot. They are going to get after you.
They do fall into a 1-3-1 right here.
Oh, beautiful move down the lane. Layup good. Nicely done there. I believe that was Dang, and it was.
Got her going at the rim. They've done well on that sideline out of bounds, getting them going at the rim. And it looks like that they chose to foul.
They chose to foul right there. And actually, they fouled the third best free throw shooter on the team. Mackenzie Allen shoots 64% from the line on the year. She's 2 for 4 here tonight. And these might be the 2 biggest or 1, who knows, free throws of the year for her. Here we go.
That one makes it to where all they can do is tie. And, of course, there's still a lot of possessions left to be played. But she can get this one and push it to 2 possessions. That's a big deal.
I've got her with 19 on the ball game now. She'll have one more. Big one here. Look at that. Knocks it down.
Just smooth, and like you talked about, that was maybe not who you want to put at the line with that much time left. It looked like Judge was determined they were going to foul.
So here is Pike, top of the key. Tried to go down, oh boy. Tried to split the defense with a bounce pass, and it came off the knee. It's close. That's one of those you could let go if you're an official.
And
they'll get the kick,
give
though.
It back, and this is the area where Judge has been able to get catches and go down at the rim. See what they do. They bring Tram up off of kind of an elevator, but not really. Daughter.
Oh, missed her. They had her open down low in Dang, but the ball was deflected and into the hands of Grantsville. Foul called, and free throws are coming. This time, I believe Bailey Louder, she will step to the line.
Yep, she'll have the opportunity there.
And it will be 2 this time because that's the 10th team foul.
Naljock quickly fouled her, and she can push this to a long 2-possession game, and there's a big difference when that happens.
Yeah. Again, Louder shoots 57% from the line. Just only been there twice tonight so far. Here's the first one. Good. How about that? The young ladies from Grantsville stepping up. They've gone 3 for 3 here in crunch time.
Big time, as they hadn't done super well, but they have here, like you said, in the crunch time, knocked them down. So you're going to see here what kind of pressure does Grantsville use off this missed free throw.
Second one no good. Rebound comes to Judge. It's a 5-point game. Got to hurry with 16 seconds to go. The ball overshot and out of bounds. It'll be Cowboy basketball.
Like how Castino didn't overplay that, allowed the ball to do what it needed to do.
And there comes the foul in the backcourt, and they will send Mackenzie Allen back to the line where she just hit 2 for 2 a moment ago.
And if she drops those, it pushes it 3 possessions, which makes 10 seconds awfully hard to get done. Looks like they'll go offense, defense again, which doesn't actually not offense, defense. Coach Pike's sending in one of his subs. He's been running offense, defense, but they're not going to be on defense. There, he brought her back after further.
21 now in the ball game for Mackenzie Allen. As I mentioned, 64% from the free throw line. Tonight, she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 7.
And these last few have been big. Those last 4, that stretches that out to a full 3-possession game, and that makes it really hard on the Bulldogs.
55-48 with 8.3 to go here. And that might be just a little bit too big of a mountain to climb here this late in the ball game. Ball will be stolen one more time. And a classy move there by Avery Allred. She could have taken that down and laid it in. She says, no, let's just run the climb out. Let's get out of here with the win. And that will do it. 55-48. Grantsville wins it.
They move on. Did a great job using a bunch of different type of defenses and just turning the Bulldogs over again and again and again.
So Grantsville, the number 1 seed, survives and advances, and that's what you want to do in the tournament is just survive and advance, right?
Yep, that's all it is.
This was a game that late got to one. I think it was a 1-point game when the 3-point shot was hit by Judge, and maybe to play the game right back at you, Bailey Louder hits the 3 from the corner, and that seemed to kind of stem the tide.
Give enough cushion to where they could manage themselves and finish this one out.
So we'll take a look at the numbers here real quick before we say goodbye for this one.
Get the Brad father. He sure takes care, man. He works hard.
And he's got a ways to go. He's down on the floor across the way. Brad, again, works for Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Takes care of the blog. He takes care of all kinds of stuff, the social media.
Live tweeting. He keeps you up to date. If you can't see it on teamhive.live, you can grab him on Twitter, and he can give you some updates. And then, of course, we love what he does statistically for us. He, makes the game a lot easier to talk about because you know you're not just conjuring up in your head what might have happened. He's waiting for the printer there to get it out for him.
So Grantsville moves on to the quarterfinals. They will play tomorrow afternoon at 4:10, and Judge will slide into the consolation bracket. And I believe they'll have the 11-10 game. if I'm correct.
Sounds about right to me.
I hope that's the way it is anyway.
That's right. See how they
So
get
again,
going.
next one coming up, it'll be Delta and Carbon. That's the nightcap. They will wrap things up here from American First Event Center. And so with that, maybe, Dustin, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here. Again, Grantsville survives. They move on in a great ball game, just as we were hoping it would be. Cowboys went up 55-48. Anything last words, Dustin?
It was fun. That was a good tight ball game like we were hoping for, and a good one to call with you, Ken. Sure love to call on games with you.
I appreciate that, Dustin. You're one of the best. There's no doubt about it. So again, from America First Event Center, your final, Grantsville wins it here, 55-48. On behalf of Adam Coombs, our producer, Dustin Shakespeare, I am Ken Nielsen saying thank you for being with us, and we'll see you down the road.